Simpson. And Japan have gone absent without leave. This is Whitmore. Hall and Gale both available. It's still Whitmore. It is the Reggae Boys who take the lead.
Greetings, football family. Happy Football Sunday to the family. Happy Afghan Football Sunday to the family. Welcome to Ball Chat. My name is Benton. Big up to the Senegalese crew. Come on, how you doing, family? How you doing?
Well, I'm going to buy a Senegal shirt, you know. I am doing well. My goalkeeper, got another trophy. I never want money win nothing because I'm a Liverpool player, but I can't win everything. So it was good. A good little win.
A good little win. So big up to Senegal. But overall, how is your Sunday? How is your week? How was your week, Kamone? And are you looking forward to the football landscape in this coming week? We'll discuss FA Cup, AFCON, and World Cup qualifiers and other news around Jamaican football team. But how was your week, regardless of the performance of the Reggae Boys?
Cool. We can't wait for spring come. I really and truly. Yesterday, 2 days ago was at girl summer. Then all of a sudden, Father Winter come back with him blouse and skirt. Well, but apart from that, it could be a little bit better, but I can't complain.
All right, family. Family, we'll see you running in. Welcome to Ball Chat Podcast, our regular show. We're going to do it as we normally do every Sunday. We're going to kick off the top of the show with Ballers and Bugs, highlighting impressive players of the week and the unimpressive players of the week. Then we're going to segue to AFCON 2022, celebrate Senegal's big victory, first title for them in the AFCON Cup of Nations. We'll recap the Milan derby, big game between Inter Milan and AC Milan. We'll take a look at the recap of CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers and dissect what happened with the Reggae Boys and other teams in CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers and the fallout around that. And we'll wrap up with Yard Ballers, highlighting Jamaican football and update on Jamaican Premier League as the Minister of Sports say, they might inject 10 million Jamaican dollars into each Premier League club. So we'll discuss that when we get to Yard Ballers about 40 minutes or so after the hour. All right, we kick off the show. If you're joining us, welcome. Really appreciate you joining in. Smash the like button. Remember to tell a friend. Remember to subscribe. If you have Ballers and Bugs, send them on. Come on, let's start with you. Ballers of the week, family. Who you got? Ballers of the week.
So, I was across Barcelona, so I have to give Barcelona a big shout out to them because while it was not the Barcelona style, they actually got a win. And not only that they got the win, they were down 1-0 to Atletico Madrid. I thought that the B would have lost because, it's Barcelona. With the new signing, Adama Traore, Abba, I think they have injected, Xavi has injected life into Barcelona. So Dani Alves, he plays as if he's a 17-year-old footballer, even though this man is pretty much close to 40. So today he had a goal and an assist and a red card, but he gets my baller. And also we have to give up a big shout out to, who is it, Middlesbrough? That beat the big bad Manchester United. They took them all the way to penalty kick. So it was antecessor. And Nottingham Forest for beating Leicester City 4-1. So those are my ballers.
All right, Ballers of the week. Family, we see you running. Send on your Ballers and Bugs. We'll go ahead and read them out. And thank you for joining us. Ballers of the week for me. We're in the Ballers and Bugs segment of Ball Chat. My Ballers of the week have to give big baller to Senegal, champions of the continent, champions of the lovely continent, African Cup champions. Big up to Senegal, Sadio Mane, Edouard Mendy, Koulibaly, the entire family, and coach, Cameroon's fancy coach, Aliou Cisse, the heavily criticized Aliou Cisse of Senegal. But he's delivered that coveted first title. So big up to Senegal and big ball of the week to the Senegalese team for winning. I want to also give ball of the week to Team Canada and CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers. Yes, I know CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers is almost over, but Team Canada has been the standard bearer in this thing. They have won, or they have undefeated in what? How many? 11 games in the final round of this matchup. So they had another impressive match win against a Team Canada, John Herdman, Jonathan David, Atiba Hutchinson, and the entire Team Canada men's national team family. Big up yourself as they're running into Qatar 2022. Ball of the week. Also want to give a big ball of the week to Jordi Alba. Sensational goal. Big up yourself. Fantastic goal. You don't see those goals often, as Kamone said earlier. Barca defeated Atletico Madrid. So those are my ballers of the week. Come on. Who do you have as your bug of the week or unimpressive players?
Of course, we have to give it to the entire Manchester United squad and to the Manchester United fans who are cussed the young man for missing a penalty. Go and cuss the other 10 players, and go and cuss the coach. Go and cuss who else? Me just say Ronaldo 10, but cuss him 2 times because he missed a penalty. Manchester United, not only for the on the field debacle, but off the field as well. You know how I feel about unhappy players, and Jesse Lingard is an unhappy player, and we see the back and forth and the playing in the media of the excitement. The same thing with Martial, we're seeing the same thing with Jesse Lingard, and it's just puzzling. You have this young man who killed it at West Ham. Newcastle was going all the way out for him, and you have a little dibby side, and you cannot play Jesse against Middlesbrough. Yo, Manchester United, oh no, I really some bug. And Leicester City gets my bug.
I thought Jesse Lingard was allowed to clear his head, as per coach Ralph Ragnick.
And did you see Jesse Lingard said him never asked him a time to go clear him
Yes,
head. He wanted to play. And you will think, I mean, like, come on now. It's just, I see the same thing playing out in the media, like for them to Martial. And it's nice that players are now coming out and kind of telling their side of the story. So, you know, people want to say, look at Jesse, we could use him, whatever. And then you say, we give him time. And Jesse was like, no. I never asked for time. You said to give me time. I was committed. So Man U gets it for being bugs on and off the pitch. And as I said, Leicester. And I don't know if Brendan Rodgers will be there for summer when he says he's going to turn it around by getting fresh blood in. So I don't know. So those are my 2 bugs.
Rodgers says he will rebuild. They're going to inject fresh blood in the summer. Fresh blood in the summer. Football family, really appreciate. Big up family running in. Del Jai, big up yourself. I see your family running in. Big up to the rest of the crew running in and listening wherever you're listening on. This is Ballers and Bugs segment of Ball Chat. We're highlighting Ballers of the Week and Bugs of the Week. Ballers being the impressive players of the week. If you have a baller, either an impressive player or a team, send them on our coach or send them on. And the reason why, we'll go ahead and acknowledge we have Bugs of the Week. We in the Bug segment, we're highlighting those who did not live up or did not deliver in this week's action or this week's play. My Bugs of the Week, first foremost, Reggae Boys. We can't go around it. We have to give them a Bug of the Week. 3 games, 0 points, 9 points lost. 2 games they led. They had an early lead, and then they lost both games. I lost all 3 games. Bug performance. The Reggae Boys get the Bug of the Week. Lost to Costa Rica, lost to Mexico, lost to Panama. 2 of those games were at home. That's unacceptable. That's Bug of the Week performance. So we don't go hide and talk. We just give it to them. Bug of the Week. And all all the players them who want to run out now and post things on social media about support or whatever. We'll get to support later on the show. But ultimately, the Bug of the Week performance for all those losses. All right. Reggae Boys get my Bug of the Week. And Barcelona football fans. Some of you. Yes, come on. Now you can hold your corner. Barcelona football fans. Some of you are getting the Bug of the Week from me. And the reason why is that Ousmane Dembele is a player of Football Club Barcelona currently. Fans are jeering him, are whistling at him when his name was called out today at the substitution, as a substitute on the bench. Come out on the feelings. He wanted to leave. It did not happen. He's still a part of the squad. He probably would leave in the summer. But on this day, don't whistle your own player. Don't jeer your own player. You did the same thing to Felipe Coutinho. Let you them stay and play them ball until they move on. So bug of the week for any Football Club Barcelona fan, our fans that is jeering or whistling their own player. That is bug performance. And one more bug. That brother who ran on the field today after Nottingham Forest scored, that Leicester City fan. Yo, you know, them should ban him from all ball games. No more ball games for him. And
They
no
might
more
get a
liquor.
lifetime ban. No, them say might get a lifetime ban.
Yes, no liquor for him at ball games either. Not even Sunday League ball game. So those are my bugs of the week. The fan who ran on the field, the Barcelona fans who whistled or jeered Ousmane Dembele when he was called as a substitute on the bench, when his name was acknowledged as a substitute on the bench, and the Reggae Boys. A bug performance. All right, let's
So
get...
is whistling a bad thing? Come to think when the man them up and the woman them up pass and the man whistle is a good thing, and then you whistle like, is a good thing or is a bad thing?
Whistling when you have to ask the ladies. You're the ladies. You're a lady. Me have to ask you if whistling is a good thing when man whistle at you. I know when these Barca fans whistling at Ousmane Dembele is a bad thing. Big up to Prime Minister Ball Senegal. All right, let's get to a roundup. Champions of AFCON. I mean, why didn't they pull it off? Come on. They pull it off. Your thoughts on Senegal's victory and the overall tournament itself?
Remember when I said that we would get better football as the tournament progressed? That's what we got. Today wasn't great. But it was good enough. We enjoyed it. Even Cameroon's game against Burkina Faso was enjoyable as well, the third place, because Cameroon won third place. So I liked it today. The stats were pretty much, we don't call it even. I mean, not too bad. I just think Senegal had more firepower. And I tell you, Egypt was more like the Salah team. And I was surprised after the penalties started to go sideways for them. I thought that Salah would have taken the penalty, but I guess he wanted the winning penalty. I don't know.
Yeah.
So that was kind of boggling. But Senegal was the better team. The Egyptian goalkeeper, I can't remember his name.
Gaba Sky.
Excellent goalkeeper. He should have saved the first two.
The water bottle man.
He should have saved the first two for Senegal because they were not really good penalties. He gets the right way. Them got underneath him. But I think Senegal is a deserved winner of the tournament and the game actually. So my goalkeeper again, I'm telling you, no, we can't. Are we going to say that Mendy is a good PK stopper, or we're gonna leave that for Kepa? Same way.
No man, he's a very good goalkeeper, and it seems like you did a drink earlier today because your memory must have gone. Yeah, celebrate. Yeah, celebrate.
I remember too much football, man. From yesterday, man, was about football. But seriously, still, Senegal was the deserved winner. They played better than Egypt. And I'm happy for Mendy. Okay for Mane, too bad for Salah. So now Klopp will be happy when his two main persons return. So overall, the tournament started poorly. It improved after the group stages. I just wish that the mainstream media entities will just free up AFCON, because you have to be searching for it. It's not even on the Bean. You have to look at the Bean app, the Bean Connect. It's kind of like it's like a slight.
Yeah.
It was a good little tournament to kind of take your mind off, the craziness of the Reggae Boy.
Yeah, it's be around corner thing to watch the games. I mean, being TV holds the right to announce it, to broadcast the game here in the States, and the man then put the game, the final, on the app, like you said, Bean Sports Extra, and they had PSG versus Lille versus PSG on their main Bean TV channel, which I mean, it was a PSG is funded by Qatar and Bean is owned by Qatar, but at the same time, bro, when the rights, the TV thing, the AFCON final, put the final up on the main thing. This is why I cut off my channel, my subscription.
You did?
Yes, I cut it off. I have enough. Overall though, Prime Minister said Egypt bob and weave them way to the final. The better team won. Big up to Deljai says Senegal have won. Jamaica Chelsea, big up yourself. Says Bala Mendy, Africa Cup champions and Champions League winner. Boy, the Chelsea fan them running in hot. Them have to remind me say Champions League winner. BM says Canada national team, my ballers of the week. Canada has been excellent. Definitely baller. Deljai said Barca fans must feel good after the match. And he's giving Mendy 10 out of 10. Come on, before we move from the AFCON and get some other news. Captain Koulibaly, he stepped up, took the first penalty kick. Knowing what we know about Senegal and how nervous he is, we saw Mane miss the penalty early on. How was that a significant moment where the captain said, you know what? Because I don't know no Koulibaly as no big penalty taker, but he stepped up and said, you know what? I will take the responsibility to make sure that this get converted.
And was a poor penalty too, but anyway.
If it's a
but you realize that Mane, let's just be honest.
Yeah.
Mane was the main person, was the attraction for Senegal.
Yes.
And if you realize that during the penalty kicks, he wasn't with his teammates. He was one side pacing, turning his back. He was nervous. And maybe because he missed a penalty early and why he didn't take the first one. So that's what captains do.
Yeah.
They need captains to lead on and off the pitch. And that was significant. As we said, the better team win. But being the captain means that you have to set an example. And I think that's what they did. So
yeah.
fair play to him.
Yeah, he stepped up and took on the responsibility. No, it's not over between these two teams, right? Because they will see each other later on this year in World Cup qualifiers, CAF World Cup qualifiers, right? They face each other for a chance to go to Qatar. Is that a tad bit unfair that one of these teams will not make it to Qatar?
Oh, Senegal and Egypt, we can do it all at once. It's Italy and Portugal now you have to talk about. I mean, it's like, really? Listen, as much as people rate Salah, Egypt isn't a world beater. Egypt can't stay at home. Senegal can't stay at home for all I care. So when you talk about unfairness, let us speak about Portugal and Italy, not Senegal and Egypt. Them all right.
Yeah, big up to Senegal and congrats to the Senegal family. Big up watching online. Big up to the entire crew. Senegal.
Listen, if JFF look a coach, go and poach Senegal's coach. Not only is he good looking and hot, him just win a trophy.
We can't afford ugly man, a fashion man you think can afford. That was a false cover. So that coach, a modeling coach. Okay. Alright, let's step away from the AFCON Cup of Nations and get to the Milan derby. Big bad thing. Yo, one big up Bob Marley because it's Bob Marley's birthday. Big up to the legendary, the king himself, aka Tough Gong. And the reason why I brought up Bob Marley is that Chelsea fans threw a lot of dirt on Lukaku's name this week. And Mr. Olivier Giroud scored a couple goals. But Lukaku probably going to sing a Bob Marley and say them are tired for semi-face. Lukaku, you cannot get him out of the race. But pertaining to the Milan derby, what a performance by Olivier Giroud. And you guys wish...
I want him back.
You guys wish you won.
We're going to want a switch. We're going to want him back. We're going to want him back. Remember, see the picture I shared in the group with Lukaku on the ground? Him can stay down there. We are going to want a switch back.
Lukaku said I got tired for seeing face, and I can't get him out of the race. Come on.
Well, Chelsea fans need to start whistle.
They can't get him out of the race. I mean,
is it? All right then. Let me not just blame Lukaku, but you see the lack of confidence in Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, and the lack of confidence in Lukaku. On top of that, too, the lack of confidence in Captain America. So what is going on over some from TT I go until the tumble down. But I just don't know. Remember, I was really against the Lukaku
Yes,
move.
you
I
are.
just
Yeah.
thought I just thought it was not a good purchase. I just never thought it was a good enough fit. I understand when people like, oh, he's strong, he's fast, he's banging in the goals, but at some point, that's not all it is. We watch film, the coaches watch film. Once they take him out of his game or off his game, once he loses confidence, this is what we get. He was so inefficient. It was not effective one bit. And the goals are coming from other places than the strikers. So what is the purpose? And I get it. At some point, you just have to cut your losses. If TT continues on this certain where we won't have the who we're paying to score, it's not gonna. Timo Werner is done. Oh, he's fast. So he's not doing what he's supposed. So I don't know. I feel bad for Lukaku as a black player because I know they go through a lot. But it's my club. I want to win, and he's not doing the job that he's supposed to do. I mean, Arsenal needs a striker. What them just don't.
Oh, okay.
They're not the real team.
Every.
I don't think Inter Milan will take back Lukaku because they're doing well without him.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're
like
doing.
bar the loss.
Yeah, they're
Versus
doing
AC
well.
Milan, but it was just a masterclass. Giroud and company. But I don't think Inter will take him back.
Yeah, so Giroud scored 7 goals so far since he's arrived at the San Siro for the Rossoneri, and all of them him score at home. But watching that game yesterday, I mean, Giroud definitely have a nose for goal. I mean, maybe it's because the whole league is a sore league, but I don't want to take away anything from the 2 goals he scored. I mean, Inter Milan took the lead, and I thought Inter Milan pretty much should have wrapped this thing up, but here comes the big bad Giroud. I say, oh, no.
I don't, I take it too far, big bad, but anyway.
Yeah, but...
but listen.
Yeah.
When you talk about Giroud, you talk about a proven goal scorer. It's just that age has caught up with him. If he was younger and his results are the same, he would command way more money. He wouldn't go nowhere free, right? He would always be in the conversation. But maybe if he was English as well, he would be a beast, a boss or whatever. Because Harry Kane have nothing from Giroud. Let's just talk. Even the age difference, Harry Kane is not a Giroud. And Lukaku is not a Giroud either. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. My club, we went from title contenders to battling for a Champions League spot.
Now, impressive victory yesterday, and football family, we're recapping the Milan derby. Impressive victory. You mentioned that Lukaku is not well, probably won't return to Inter Milan, but surely, I mean, Inter Milan cannot rely on old foot. What? Dzeko, what? 90 years old. I mean, so it's all about making a deal. His agent, I think, is covered by what? Rat Nation. Them just link Chelsea and just say, yo, make a deal, and then fix up stuff with Inter Milan and go home.
Chelsea, I don't see Chelsea losing big on what they spend. I think if they don't recoup at least 80%, I don't think he's going to go anywhere. Okay. They're just going to keep him. I don't know. I would be surprised if Chelsea go there and open them wallet and spend. Who them have to buy with what? Want to get money from them? I print them own money. You know. So I don't know. I see Pulisic moving before Lukaku.
Okay. And we'll discuss that in a little bit in the FA Cup roundup. But looking at the table in the Scudetto, Inter Milan, AC Milan, and Napoli. I mean, I cannot imagine how AC Milan is still so competitive. To me, it's just a patchwork side. I mean, Theo Hernandez, yes, and he picked up a red card yesterday. He's definitely a one for the future. You two definitely have a huge upside. I mean, them have the spaghetti man Ramnioli, but I mean, it's what is so good about AC Milan that they're sitting 1 point behind Inter Milan in this table, tied with Napoli. For what is so good about this AC Milan? Are you seeing? Can you tell me?
You know one to you. You are so wrapped up and caught up into good players. Like,
Okay.
oh yeah, like Mane good, Salah good, Ronaldo good. But guess what? If you watch the AC Milan, it's like them share the game. Them
Yes.
share the spoil. You hardly see a man a tackle a man and a take on a man or whatever. The passing game is good because why Benton, they're old,
Okay.
right? Old, inexperienced, youngish. So if you watch AC Milan, it's not no take the ball and dribble three man and go around. Share it, pass it. Because guess what? Giroud is not even, he not take on nobody and dribble around nobody. So I read with AC Milan, I think it's more like a team effort. The game is shared. So you don't really have one star. You know what I'm saying? You have one star. You know, I really have. You really not like if you watch them game, you really not have this one man where you say, "Yo, him take the game by the scruff of him neck." It's like everybody come together to make sure say them get the 3 points. And
Yeah.
I think that's what is happening with AC Milan. Well, Zlatan, you remember Zlatan don't even make headlines anymore.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just think AC Milan will continue doing what they're doing. I am surprised with Napoli. Napoli's supposed to be first. I mean, like, them have some young stars. I
Yes.
don't
Yeah.
get them. They're just so inconsistent. But I
Inconsistent.
like that the league is competitive and Inter Milan scoring goals.
Yeah.
Their goal difference is better than the other team. So, I say, I don't know if they want, but look up because the goals are coming.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Stefano Pioli, the coach of AC Milan. Yeah, man, he might do an excellent job. And to think that I have a friend who's an AC Milan fan who said to me recently, I said, well, he thinks that, and we almost hired Ralph Ragnick. There was a deal in place, I think, about a year and a half ago for them to hire Ralph Ragnick to replace Pioli, Stefano Pioli. And why them Dodger Bridge, them Dodger Bridge. Inter Milan leading the ham in the Scudetto. Napoli and AC Milan right behind them on 52 points, a 1 point behind. Big up to All Topic TV. All Topic TV says choose between AFCON or the World Cup. I think Senegal picked their choice. Definitely because I'm now winning World Cup. All right, let's continue our football roundup and take a look at the big game in Spain this weekend. The Atletico Madrid versus Football Club Barcelona. Come on, I was very surprised by this result. I mean, Barcelona won 4-2. Adamana Traore made his debut. Big Bad Abonian made his debut also. And weird, Adamana Traore was a definite threat. Why? The Barca faithfuls are excited.
Hey, look here. I think if we were not down to 10 men, I think Abba would have scored because they had Atletico on the ropes at the time. Good news. Piqué says this season is his last season. He's going to retire. Even if you go, I'm going to sit down with Shakira and got Walla see because he's slow. Suarez scored to them, never celebrate. I don't know why footballers don't do that. The man them never want you, them dash away. You come score them, you celebrate. But Traore was, I don't know if the man them see him thigh and him bicep and decide say him not them not go against this man because just bounce me off like a fly. But he was really, really good. He was solid. He was going down the flank, going through the middle. He was taking on people, dishing out the assist. And I said before, the goal was an excellent goal from your boy.
Yeah, Jordi Alba, excellent goal.
Excellent goal. And then it was just so cool because they have the two old man them a link up, and it was so Danny Alves, as I said, he looked like a 17-year-old kid enjoying his football, playing football. And I have to cuss about that red card. All right.
Yeah.
It's a red card because it was serious foul play. It was a red card. But before that play, the player was outside. The Atletico Madrid player, and I understand if the assistant referee is not sure, and you have to wait to raise the flag so you can go to VAR. But if it's a clear offside raise your flag, even the referee saw it. So I mean, like if you had stopped the play, then Danny would not have had the opportunity to go and try
Yeah,
out
yeah,
whatever. So
yeah.
they have to fix that. But Barcelona did not play Barcelona style football. I don't know what it is, but I think we're at a point now where we just got to play and get the job done at any cost whatsoever. I don't think Dembele is going to find his place in this squad. I don't think I think he's out summer. Dest, as long as Dani Alves is fit and is playing, the American will rob the bench.
Yeah, that's well rubbed. Speaking of Ousmane Dembele, Xavi says, quote, after the game, quote, I would like to ask the fans to please stop whistling at Dembele. He is one more in the group. They did it today. Now please stop. We need to support our team, our players, end quote. The president of Football Club Barcelona, Juan Laporta. What did Juan Laporta say? Let me get his quote up here. Laporta, when asked about the fans whistling Dembele, he says, quote, we have to pay Dembele until June 30th. We find it logical what Xavi says about using him. Let's hope Ousmane behaves professionally, end quote. Yo, all right.
Exactly. Keep your in-house business in-house. That statement was so uncalled for, was so unnecessary.
Yeah.
All you want to do is come out and say to the fans, whatever, say, please allow Dembele to enjoy his last few months with us, where he's going to play. He's a part of Barcelona until the summer. All the madness, but we have to pay him.
Yeah.
And no offense
And
about
I
paying
hope
a
him
player.
act professionally.
Exactly.
What kind of words is that?
Exactly. Listen, I just don't even know. I tell you, when Danny Rose spoke about mental health in footballers, this is a part of it. I mean, yes, they get a whole lot of money to play football, but they're also human beings.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
just like whatever, I just think keep in-house business in-house, and nobody out the road won't have to do whistling them belly when him come from the pitch.
Yeah, the president, Juan Laporta gets a bug of the week for that statement. Yeah, just keep them think their own corner. Barcelona jump into the top four now, the Champions League spot. Come on, you Gladbach boss.
Hey, that's my Avon jersey. I want to, plan to take it up.
But are you concerned about Cholo and Atletico Madrid because they're falling out of the top four? What wrong with Cholo and Atletico? And why did Angel Carrera did not start the game if he only played 5 minutes in Argentina's game, World Cup qualifier?
I don't know. Maybe my knock. We don't know. Maybe I don't know why I'm not playing, but I think I don't know. The game, as I said, the game was pretty much easy, and they scored first. And they did pull a goal back. But I don't know. I don't see anything that was concerning. I think Joe Felix, he had some opportunities, and I think there's something wrong with him. It just look like he's not interested in playing football anymore. Because those chances he would have put those away if it was, the player of old.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just that players are having a bad time, but I didn't see anything to say that Atletico Madrid actually fell off. There are a lot of games left, other points on the table, so hopefully they can crawl back in top four.
And Real Madrid won, so I think they would be up 53 points at the helm now because they defeated Granada 1-0. Real Madrid just keep winning. Taking a look at this table, I mean, Real Betis lost. They were competitive for a while. But I do envision Barcelona to continue to move based on what you saw, right? But interestingly, Sevilla is sitting right next to Real Madrid. Do you really expect Sevilla to keep this up?
No, every year they do the same thing. They get our hopes up that they'll make it competitive and then they falter. I think there's a new belief. I think Real Madrid will win the title. Let's just say that right off the bat. But I think with Barcelona, there's a new belief. There's the manager is one of them, and I think what I saw today was everybody took the blame for something. Everybody moved the ball well, defended well. And I think with Abba Abba will always try to prove a point. He'll try because it's the thing. He has to prove Arteta and Arsenal wrong, and we know that he's a very good player. Traore has that physicality that we really don't see in La Liga like that. They're more like flair football. We don't see this unless you have a Pepe or Sergio Ramos where we kick down a man or whatever. But I don't think that you really have that, and I think that he brings that dynamic to Barcelona's game. So we will have players who will defend the ball, will go forward. Danny, he plays like a man possessed. But I do think Barcelona will continue, but they won't win the title this year.
Deljoy said, man, I'm afraid of him as in Traore and in muscular self. He also says, I want to see Haaland versus Traore. That would be interesting. Big up to Anne Ramsey. Big up football family. Welcome to Ball Chat. We continue our weekly roundup. We're going to get to the Reggae Boys and Yard Ball in a second, but we have to touch FA Cup results. Manchester United is that seems to be the shocker this weekend.
Are we shocked though?
Why? Yes, I am. I am shocked. I mean, you're not supposed to lose to Middlesbrough. But your big takeaway
They did lose 1 year to MK Dons. So let us there's precedent. So stop it.
Let us. The big takeaway from this week, of course, Manchester United lost to Middlesbrough on PK. Leicester City lost to Nottingham Forest. Bournemouth lost to a side. I don't even remember what the side name. Boreham. Big takeaway from this weekend's FA Cup actions. FA Cup action for you, come on.
I want to tell you, one time I was worried about my side because pretty much Argyle pushed Chelsea to the limit. I mean, like we needed extra time to beat them. I was worried. I was over here sweating. I was wondering if I have to push my Chelsea jersey them to the back of the closet. Come, don't tease the Man United fans them, and they were so upset. West Ham missed it by the skin. But I tell you, that's why them always talk about the beauty and the magic of the FA Cup. You have some team a player 6 tiers below a Manchester United and come beat them, or a team push aside. Big bad Chelsea, Champions League winners get pushed like that. Man United, all the trophies or whatever get pushed like that. West Ham almost lost. Listen, Declan Rice is one of the best midfielders in Europe. Let's call a spade a spade. So West Ham almost lost. I mean, like it took something special for them. Man City, of course, Fulham. I didn't remember if Hector played. Hector gone on the pitch?
There was nobody by time the game was over. There was no shot for luck, so they didn't need Hector.
So yeah, Norwich City. I mean, like I am happy for Dean Smith. He's a good guy. So he then beat Wolves. So that was good. Everton under Frank Lampard, mercy. What a beating. But it was only in Bradford. Are we saying now that Ivan Toney is a championship baller? Or what are we saying? You need a minute?
Yeah, I need some more time, but he seems to be maybe he's a rut. I don't know what he's in, but I think there's the other striker that plays with him has been more impressive. The other striker, I'm forgetting his name. His movement off the ball is impressive. But at the end of the day, once you have penalty kicks to take, Ivan Toney is definitely the man to do that. So, well, it's an adjustment.
I'm not really rating. But anyway, Tottenham was okay, but it was only Brighton. But Brighton should have won. So, the scoring lines are a little bit deceptive. And I keep telling people that on Tottenham, Son is the biggest baller. I don't see Harry Kane commanding 100 million this summer from anybody. For me like him, I hug up Daniel Levy and stay at Tottenham and leave Tottenham a Tottenham legend because Harry Kane, even though he scored though, Harry Kane is not the Harry Kane of all. Liverpool beat a little dippy beside Cardiff City. I remember about Cardiff City, so that was good.
But
then
the good thing for Liverpool though is that Harvey Elliott made his return from that injury that he picked up. And Klopp waxed lyrically about his return. You know, he was very excited to see the kid back on the field. Thiago Alcantara also made his return. But more importantly, well, not more importantly, equally as important, Harvey Elliott to be back from I don't remember what sort of injury, but he was out for a long time. So Liverpool was very happy to get that. You know, Liverpool supporters.
I mean, yeah, halftime it was level. And I think they turned up a notch in the second half. So Cardiff couldn't hold on. So I mean they're okay. Nobody worries about Liverpool when they play. But then Tottenham, I said, and Leicester is in a spot a bother. I don't know what Brendan Rodgers is going to do to kind of motivate. It's an aging side. I don't know why they would let go of the Mari grade. The Mari grade leave and go by Leverkusen.
Yeah.
And his price was a steal. It was a deal, and you did not allow that young man to come back and form the front line for your team. You deserve what you get. So Leicester really needs to go there and get some players because they're not doing well in the Premier League. Now that they're knocked out of the FA Cup, maybe they'll focus, concentrate, and try to do better, but they're not doing really well. So FA Cup, I mean, like the only side, like Leicester and Man U, but everything else was kind of expected. But that's why we love the FA Cup. So they did have the drawing. So I think Man City getting Peterborough, which is Chelsea getting Luton Town, Liverpool is getting Norwich City, Everton get the team you couldn't Boreham, and Southampton play West Ham. March 2nd, these games will play.
Okay. And since we didn't get a chance to discuss transfer, the transfer window shot the last time we were here, Del Joy is asking us what are our thoughts on Luis Diaz, as Luis Diaz is one of those new transfer for Liverpool. They wanted Fabio Carvalho of Fulham, and that deal fell through at deadline day minute, but we saw Fabio Carvalho, who looks like an impressive talent. He scored against Man City, and Klopp said they will return in the summer for him. And
that's good because he's going to be a free agent,
and he's going to be on a free transfer. Yeah.
So unless there's some clause in the contract, but then he's going to be out of contract. So Liverpool is good, and I think maybe this was something that they did on purpose. Let him know that we want you, we'll fight for you. Because come summer,
those are the rules that come only,
because I guess Liverpool don't like spend money, and they spend like 67 million for Louis. So I mean, like they probably never have no more money. Maybe there was no paper in the fax machine, but Klopp got on the phone and said, "Listen, I want you. I fought for you, but unfortunately, it never worked out. So come summer, you're first choice. Please let us be your first choice." So if Arsenal try running, it's the end. No,
Fabio Carvalho. But Luis Diaz looks like a baller.
67 million. It better be.
Yeah, it looks like a baller. I know it's early warm and it's only FA Cup. But Liverpool has done very good business over the years, and the scouting department definitely up. They really take a deliberate process in getting good talent. And like I said, we're blue, where we are blue jersey. But Liverpool, Luis Diaz looks like a talent. Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah will return. And I mean, let's get ready for the running in the EPL. Let's get ready for the running in the EPL. Those are any final statement on the FA Cup before we pivot to yard ballers and football in our own backyard?
No, I just think the next round, unless with some upsets from some of them little team here, it should be business as usual. I think the Norwich is resurging, so that will be maybe an interesting match. Luton Town is not really a pushover either, and if Chelsea don't right them ship, we will see, Chelsea being knocked out.
And I'm sure the Manchester
Southampton,
United
West
fans
Ham,
will enjoy that.
eh?
I'm sure the Man United fans will enjoy Chelsea
I
getting
mean, I tell,
eliminated.
I tell, right now, I have a 2 minute voice note in a WhatsApp. I'm listening to a Man U fan. As the game done, so start talk or the referee thief, other team offside, off the line. I can't take Man U fans. Them just ridiculous. So Chelsea better not lose, because my ears, never break to go grass.
And football family, Manchester United fans here at Ball Chat, all are welcome. All right, it's love, it's love here. We're just gonna quickly update the family on the landscape of things. Of course, World Cup qualifiers took place this weekend, this week, and in CONMEBOL, Colombia seems to be in a spot of bother. Why they need to win a game. They have 2 games left. Of course, Brazil and Argentina already made it through. Ecuador, Uruguay, and Peru. Even Chile is running in, trying to get into those last 2 spots. Top 4 goes on, and the 5th place goes to a playoff. You think Colombia going to make it? Come on, they have Bolivia and Venezuela left, but they need other results.
One more game, and we know so them out.
They have Bolivia and Venezuela remaining, and they're going to hope for results to take to go in their favor, because they don't control their own destiny.
Them can pack it up. I mean, like Yeremina and company can just watch it from home like the rest of it. They can just pack it up.
Yeah, it's just the inability to score is just crazy to me. So that's it in CONMEBOL. Brazil, Argentina, standard bearer. Felipe Coutinho was excellent during this match window for Brazil, by the way.
Me not tell you, man, what did I, when me keep on I say, a happy footballer is a good footballer. You can tell when a player unhappy, and it can be football, it can be personal. You can see it on the pitch. The player is not, and we know, Coutinho is not really a world beater. It's not a Messi or Ronaldo, but he's a good enough player where you see like he can, things can happen when he's on the pitch, and he was not getting the opportunity for one thing or the other. And you saw when he was playing for Brazil, he was free because he's at Aston Villa where his coach believes in him. He had a fantastic debut. So I think we will see. I think he'll be at the World Cup, and I think he'll do really well.
Yep. All right, pivoting from South American qualifiers and updating the fans on CONCACAF. We did this after the watch along, but we want to just remind the fans how the CONCACAF qualifiers are after match day 11. Canada 25, USA 11, and Mexico both tied on 21 points. Panama 17 and Costa Rica 16. El Salvador 9. Jamaica, of course, 7. And Honduras, 3. Come on. The only question I have for you regarding this before we get to Jamaican news and Jamaican discussion is that should Panama be worried here, knowing that Costa Rica is right behind them on 7 point behind?
I don't think Panama needs to worry. I think Panama just needs to go out there and get the points. Play the game, control their own destiny, and just play for that 4th place. But because of 4th, you're going to really play for when you really think about it. I do not know if Costa Rica is a better squad than Panama. Costa Rica was not really good against us. It's just that we were poorer than them. So I don't know. I don't think Panama is really going to lose our 4th place, but I think Panama will do well.
Okay. And then the draw for the Intercontinental playoff is an extra match. So if you don't get the automatic spot, top 3 goes on, 4th place goes to the Intercontinental playoff. So we'll see how that goes. Pertaining to the Reggae Boys, come on, at the post-match press conference, big coach Paul Hall said, to paraphrase, he wants to stay. He wants to hang around, and he says his recommendation is to rebuild. Your thoughts on Paul Hall wanting to stay and wanting to be part of the rebuilding process? Well, all right, take your time.
But Paul Hall got the opportunity to. All right. So Jamaica played different, and I think the results are unfortunate, but I see where we are playing better football, if you can say that, where we cut out the back of long passes, we're controlling the ball more, we're stringing 5 passes together, and we're not Barcelona-esque, but we kind of played out of the box. The results, we wish we could score more, and we could win our games, but I don't know if Paul Hall is the man for the job. What happened? His wife changed her mind. The weather changed. Somebody call and say, Miss, we have jerk chicken down here, and you can get jerk jackfruit, something. So, because he was talking about his wife not wanting to live back home, moving back home, and now he wants the job. I don't know. I think Paul Hall will get the job, one, because JFF don't have any money to go out there and get the sexy Senegal coach. And I think Paul Hall will kind of be a buffer where JFF wants to recruit the English players, and I think he will have connections to that. And who to tell? Maybe Paul Hall spend some of my little money in their pocket, but hey. But I think Paul Hall will get the job. And I don't know if he's the right man, but all Jamaica needs, we have the talent, as we could see with Richard King. It's just that we need to identify the talent. As a matter of fact, send one back Antonio, put Andre Gray in the bag with him, Daniel Johnson, Bobby Reed, Ravel. I don't know. You don't have to get Premier League ballers. Get some ballers, let them play the Nations League, Caribbean Cup, Gold Cup, 2026. We have a core team, core players that they know each other inside out. Because if you realize without Panama, when I time to appear, no look past Panama, because they know exactly where, because they've been playing together for so long that they know how each other plays. So that's what they need to do. Get rid of the old man them, don't call them back in, and just, go on from here. So we will see.
Yeah, Paul Hall says, quote, I do want to stay. I was brought here to try and see if we could qualify the team, but also for the long term to affect the players and to try to get them up to a certain level and a standard for which we have many good young players. So I hope I am part of it. It's a painful process to lose 3 games on the spin in World Cup qualifiers, but we have got to look forward and have got to press on. End quote. Yeah, I mean, give him work. Give him work. What do we have to lose other than more games?
And 2026 World Cup spot.
But give him the work. I mean, I think he's demonstrated to me, based on these 4 games that I saw, that he can lead the group. He can manage the group. It was a tough road to take over after the big coach got let go in the middle of a campaign. I would give him until the Gold Cup. Nations League draws.
I think with Paul Hall, I don't think coaching is the problem. I think he knows how to do that.
Yes.
I think and I think what we also like is the interviews that in talk a lot, but so we kind of understand the trainer start, we understand what's going wrong, what you expect and whatever.
Yes.
I think the problem is recruiting, training, the friendlies, the games, and just keeping the players together. Because trust me, if you have gems, I'm not calling him again, Richard King.
Yeah, man, Richard King is big up Richard King.
Foreign, exactly, getting valuable game time in the Danish market, then he needs to start doing recruiting, watch the film, bring in the best players possible, and just keep them. You're going to have your big pool, yes, that if somebody's not available, somebody's injured, they can pull. But we can't every game see a different starting 11. It's just ridiculous.
Yes, Richard King, definitely one of the big finds. Speaking of World Cup qualifiers, some news that took place this week. Mikel Antonio, it seems like once man reach them yard, them free for tweet now. Our post on social media. To paraphrase, it sounds like Mr. Mikel Antonio or Licason are very critical, as in the Rastaman when I say Licason, but he's very critical of the support that the Reggae Boys didn't get, or lack of support. that he didn't did. Do you think that's a tad bit unprofessional of Mikel Antonio if you come out now and a lick a sound?
Somebody needs to say it. Where you want him to say it? On the pitch?
Well, how about him score some goals on the pitch then?
Hey, listen. Me not Mikel Antonio because him win 2 games for we. So I not the iron.
Yeah, fair enough.
But he's right. I mean, I don't care. He want to say it on the bus. Maybe he did say it on the bus, but it just a reach way. He said on the bus, on the pitch, on the sidelines or whatever. But Rafael Morrison did say it too. And it's true. I am going to say it. Our government don't know nothing about football, don't love football, don't like football. And I said already, I like Babsy Grange, but we need somebody who is in tune with sports to be our minister of sports. I like her, no knock on her, but we need somebody who understands how important these things are for us. But we know why the Gibson relays, is getting all this. All of a sudden, vaccinated fans in the national stadium would be detrimental to the pandemic. But the 10,000 at Gibson will be okay. But it's okay. It's all right. Listen, reggae boy, people only support winners. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, and ultimately, it would be nice to hear from the Mr. Desmond McKenzie and the likes that grant the authority for such fans at the games, whether it's Gibson or the Reggae Boys. Is games it's what is there a difference between the application? Why there's this discrepancy? Why Gibson get 10,000 and the Reggae Boys can't even get 5? Now, granted, I know.
But you know what though? Terry Long and Babsy,
yes,
they were at the stadium.
Yes,
they were in the stands.
Yes.
So so forget the fans out there. As long as Babsy, and this is not the first time they were at the Panama games. Every home game they were up there, and then interview Babsy at the end. For what reason?
Yeah. So, Minister Grange, the right honorable Babsy Grange said that, to paraphrase, that she didn't think that fans made a difference, or the lack of fans made a difference. I want to get the statement here after the Costa Rica game. I don't want to misrepresent what she said. I just want to
say it in a nutshell. We don't want you to understand about it. You say it in a nutshell. That's what she basically said. And that in itself show you she don't understand that people talk about the 12th man in football. Yeah. Like, remember, look at the Premier League. If you talk to footballers, they will say it is so good to hear fans in the say, hey, do you know how you feel when you're tired, bust your shot, and you hear the fans, I push you along?
Yes.
That alone disqualify Babs from talking about football.
Yeah. And to quote Minister Grange, she says, quote, I don't think it had anything to do with having spectators or not, end quote, after the loss to Costa Rica. Boy, sometimes we need to take the thing out of we and just say, we made an error and just admit it and keep moving, because that is foolishness. That is utterly unacceptable there. Bigging up to the family. Del Jai said they love track and field. Yes, they definitely do. BM says Ilian and Shelley soon retire. Let's see what they will cheer for after that. The track and field wagons.
We have the twins them, the Clayton twins them.
No, we're not. It's not track and field versus football, I think there is room to support both, because we big up Brianna Williams, big up yourself, big up Anderson, big up the entire crew. I think they could have allowed fans. If you can allow 10,000 for Gibson, you could have get the party shop JFF its request to 5,000 fans. But before we move to Yard Ballers, come on. Minister Grange says that they're injecting $10,000 into each club, into the Jamaican Premier League club.
10 million.
Sorry. Why, I really appreciate that we have the family to correct me. 10 million. 10.8 million to be exact. The payments starting this month. It's a good thing, right? They need money.
Hey, look here, it's better than zero. Can we never get none? So it's not 10 million to each club. It's 10.8 million. In a US. 10.8 million Jamaican dollars to be dispersed overall. So it's not to each club. So the breakdown is to offset their expenses, she said. So the clubs can collect 100,000 in, and these are Jamaican dollars matter about. The clubs can collect 100,000 immediately for their January payment and 200,000 later this month for their February payment. For the remainder of the period, it will be 150,000 a month. The Sports Development Foundation, that's the SDF, will disperse the money directly to the clubs, and she's asking that they contact the SDF now to pick up their checks for January. So Babsy put in the newspaper so to collect on the money, one collect on the money. So that's 10.8 million, which is good because yes, the money might seem a little bit, but it is something.
Yeah, so my local conversion, I said what, 63,000, about 64,000 US dollars approximately there, right? So, I mean,
what the rate to use? 157.
I just use a Google converter.
Yeah, listen, I mean, like any money, but the thing is that what will the clubs use it for? Okay. So, any money, any support is good. They were really struggling. I know some players did not get their salaries, or some who did not get their full salaries. Clubs had to give like players care packages. So I think this is good. Good use of some money to assist the
And
Premier.
she also said that this is just for the clubs, but there would be some administrative support that will be coming for the league later on, right?
Which league? The one where Chris said I got have IPO. Anyway, go on.
We could get the Yardballers report. Come on, what go on in Yardballs? Big up to Mount Pleasant. Boy, them kick up Mobile United today. Big up Mr. Paul and the Mobile United family.
Hello. Anyway, so Krista J. Daly, he joins FC Copper on loan from Harborview with the option of a permanent move, which is up to December 31st, 2022. Romeo Parks, everybody remember Romeo? Romeo is now with Miami FC. He joins Lamar Walker and Speedy Williams in USL. Tevin Shaw, another Jamaican, joins FC Tucson in USL League One. He moves from Atletico Ottawa in Canada. And Jadine White, our goalkeeper, is currently at Phoenix Rising training. Depends on who you talk to. It's training. I think it's a trial. Good luck, Jadine, because it's a good organization. And my striker, my baller, Akwasa Chong, joins a Danish club until 2025. So Harborview really doing some good business in the transfer market. And our own Deshane Beckford has joined San Antonio in USL. So the ballers, they might eat a food. They might get significant playing time, so they'll be okay. Mount Pleasant beat Mobile 4. Mobile shouldn't have a cup in the Premier League. They should stay down there. So we got goals from Daniel Green, Tula Makala, Donovan Sigree, and Cleon Price. Portmore United got 4 from Waterhouse. Benbow with a brace. Denardo Thomas and Javon James scored. Harborview and Arnett Gardens 1-1. Them boring, you see? It was a boring game. Play battle who scored them because them they could have stayed. So that's my roundup. Bunny Shaw played today versus my Chelsea, but they lost 1-0. So she's doing well. She's been scoring. So that's my roundup for my yard ballers.
All right, family. As we get ready for go my yard, make sure you subscribe to Ball Chat and subscribe to FlowSports. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch us and just take a minute out of your Sunday. Come on, the president, before we go home from our yard, the president, Mr. Ricketts, speaking to Nationwide News or on Nationwide News, say him not resign. Or he won't resign. Well, that's a shocker. Your thoughts? I mean, what else do you expect him to say, right?
Listen, him not have to resign, all the people in Jamaica who vote for the president of the JFF need to realize that Mr. Ricketts is not the man for the job. If the people who vote him in can't vote him out, then why would I resign? I wouldn't leave either. Why would I leave when I can go? I bet you any amount of money to Jamaica don't their World Cup, but Ricketts their World Cup.
Well, he's part of isn't he part of isn't he what CFU vice president or something or CONCACAF organization? So I mean I've got to represent Jamaica in the region. Um,
Really?
yeah, really, really.
But listen, him can do it like the rest of us. Him can go to the store. Him can fly come on Miami. Remember the person where we say come buy the TV. Him can fly come up, use him $500 exemption, buy one 75-inch TV, the smart TV at Walmart, carry it home and watch it like the rest of it on
Definitely,
TV.
definitely, definitely. We just want to update the family on some news from the JFF. JFF have the coaching license that's coming up. I need to get that up here. I need to find the announcement, but I can't find it. But the coaching license is the JFF is will have that coming up. I think in yeah, there we go. So, was it February 19 in Manchester, February 19 to 20, Manchester, Casafa, and St. Elizabeth region, period 1. Period 2 is February 26 and 27. You're going to take your exam March 5th and 6th. And for the March, we'll have the Westmoreland, St. Mary, and St. Thomas regions will have the coaching license courses March 19 to the 20th. Period 1, March 26th to the 27th, period 2, assessment April 2nd to the 3rd. You can fill out your application if you want to get a D coaching license, and email JFF registration at coaching.education@jfflive at jff.live. That means coaching.education@jff.live. Come on, you can get your coaching, your D coaching
We are talking
license.
to me, I see my weapon. No one to
So
deal.
JFF trying to get coaches their certifications as they continue to round. Say that we'll go ahead and share this on our social media platform. And for those who are interested. Yo, come on, anything else to say before we go my way out?
JFF also need to post the referee training thing. I know a couple of people who wants to be referees. The game really is a nice little side hustle. You can make it at the high level. You can be the only person who them want for referee in -2 degrees in Minnesota. So go and get your license. What a way them get that? Yeah, like Ocean with the short stick. So yeah, so it's a good thing if you can get a coaching license. You can coach the next generation of footballers, and then you can say you played a big part into that. So yeah, man, that's it.
Yeah, man,
So
yeah,
we'll put
man.
this on there.
Getting involved, coaches, and we need referees and coaches. Definitely need referees and coaches. Football family, really appreciate you taking the time for joining us today. Make sure to subscribe to Ball Chat. We reach out to the family to subscribe to Ball Chat, subscribe to FlowSports. Smash the like button and share. Say big up to Senegal. Happy birthday to the legendary Robert Nesta Marley. Rest in power, my general. The gong himself. And yo, Reggae Boys, Reggae Girls coming up February 17th. We'll keep an eye on the Reggae Girls. Hopefully we have women's football report and we get an update on what go on with the Reggae Girls and women's football next Sunday. Yo, come on. We're gone and we are no family.
Bye.